All right, so this opportunity opened up for me to apply an interview for a coaching position at a small Christian university. And I'm very curious. It piqued my interest. You know, one thing I love is baseball. Um, I've always thought about, you know, coaching like at a higher level, etc. I've been offered jobs to coach at a high school, but since I'm a teacher, it doesn't really make sense sometimes if I'm not working at the school. I don't know. That's always held me back. Um, so I've never taken the position. I've been offered three positions at different high schools um, as a JV coach, but it just never made sense for me. But anyways, this opportunity popped up for me to apply for a this private university as a baseball coach for a small university, and I'm gonna go check it out. I want to go see what it offers. I want to get the lowdown as far as what a community college coach or what a university coach is making on a yearly basis. I mean, is it something that you can like live off of? Um, or is it a don't quit your day job type of thing? I mean, I would love to quit my day job to do that full time if the pay was somewhere near the same level. I'm also a teacher, so technically I could even teach at a university. I have the credentials to make that happen, but that's actually not what it's for, the interview. But you never know. Maybe Coach P can work some magic and I can work myself into the marketing department or I'll even do the cleaning crew if that's what it takes to match what I'm making as a teacher. Um, coach slash marketing director slash maintenance guy at the facilities. Whatever it takes. I mean, if you do something that you love, what is it that you love that you always like, how to just say, let's go for it and just go for it. Well, that's one thing where I'm at right now, I mean, 25 years of teaching, well, I'm starting on my 25th year. I'm 24 years complete, but I'm starting on my 25th year. But, I got about 11 more days left of school, and this opportunity just popped up out of nowhere, and I like the idea. It's close to my house. I mean, it's not close actually. It's further away from my house than my current job as a teacher, but I got here quicker because it's right off the freeway. So even though it's further away, I took the freeway, no traffic. It took me the same amount of time that it takes me in the morning to travel like 8 miles away from, I think it's 10 miles, about 10 miles from my house where I work. But you have to go through the schools, you have to go through boulevards that are packed, you have to get trains, you have to like do side road. It's just, it takes me about 45 minutes to get to work. And here it took me like 25 minutes to get here. So even though it's a lot further, I mean, I got here so much faster because I took the highway. But the other thing I got to worry about is getting a better car. I'm jumping the gun, but if they do, um, if it does make sense, you never know. I mean, I got to figure things out. Uh, putting things into perspective. I think one of the things that I'm gonna speak to them about is that I can offer a good marketing plan for them. As a marketing director, I mean, with my social media presence, I can help put their university on the map, especially at such a small school. And, these universities, they survive off of tuitions. So I would need to be like some sort of marketer to put them on the map, market their program, get recruit students. I think most universities, that's why they live and die, right? They live and die of one, tuition, and two, donations and grants. Um, Obviously nonprofits. But I've heard of schools closing, especially with the whole COVID thing and stuff. And I think this is something that I could bring to the table. And I got a couple of things in mind. I'm coming just to discuss the coaching position, but of course, I know that that's not going to cover my living expenses, and I'm not trying to leave here with a salary that's 50%, less than 50% of what my current salary is. I mean, I'm I'm not stupid either. So, but if I can negotiate something closer to match what I'm currently making, then it becomes something that could be an eye opener, and I could sit down and discuss it with the family. And obviously, I told my kids about it, and they were all pumped about it. They were like, "Yeah, take it." Well, actually, the little one was. Um, I asked my daughter. She said, "I don't know." Um, but I'm definitely interested. Me, when I coach, I'm already thinking championship. I mean, day one, I'm thinking like, what is the best prize we can get? What is the ultimate goal? And that's what is like the number one thing that my players will hear from me. This is the ultimate goal. This is why we're here. This is why we're playing. We're not just here to have fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's more fun when you win. So I have this. I don't know. I was watching a documentary on Augie Garrido, and I've seen his locker room rants when he chews into his kids, etc. But I had never seen the other side of Augie Garrido, and I got a chance to see him, in action, speaking to people. And I mean, of course, I've never coached college baseball, but the way he addresses and approaches the game, I feel like that's the way I approach the game. So I admire the guy even more now that I saw the documentary because of the way he approaches the game. And I definitely think I bring that to the table. Plus, 25 years of working with kids from all ages, from high school to kindergarten to middle school to all subjects, including special education, which is what I currently work as. I've even worked in juvenile halls, like with kids that are on probation. So I learned to deal with a lot, and then kids in poverty areas and kids in more affluent neighborhoods. I mean, I've done it all, and I know how to deal with personalities. Obviously, we're dealing with young men, 17, 18, 19, who knows, 20-something-year-olds. And I've been there, done that. I played college ball. I remember what it was like. I've been there, done that. So it takes somebody like me to be able to guide people in a direction that you want them to go to. You have goals. You set goals as a team, as a person, as an individual. First of all, you set goals as an individual, and then you figure out, okay, so what is the goal for the team? And then we try to figure out individual goals. Well, what's your goal? And then it all comes together as a team. And I mean, obviously, if it doesn't work for somebody, it doesn't work for the team, and maybe that's not the right fit. But at the end of the day, I think by me being here, it'll help to possibly recruit some talent. I know several people in the baseball world, scouts. I know some people that they like to help kids get to the next level. Um, and I'll reach out to them and be well connected. Not only that, in the SoCal Travel Ball Facebook group, there's a lot of people that have been following that page for years, and maybe if they've been there for 6 years, their kids were probably 10 when they started following, and now maybe their kids are 16. And I also become that recruitment force that this university is going to need. And it's based out of Orange County, school that I'm looking at. And I think I bring a lot to the table. I bring experience, knowledge of the game, and a winning attitude. I mean, when you show up, you got to take bumps and bruises, but the goal should be to win no matter what. You change the personality of the team on day one. Anybody who doesn't fit it, doesn't like it, out, find another school. You know, there's a new sheriff in town, like Eddie Murphy said in 48 Hours. There's a new sheriff in town, and you just got to lay down the program. And then, you know, hopefully a year two, you're able to recruit a couple more players, players who, you know, when you get a smaller school, you're probably not going to get a top prospect. Top prospects are obviously going to D1s or they're getting recruited for pro ball. But there's a lot of players who aren't getting recruited. And then, you know, you have to try to find the best fit for your team from those group of kids that are not there. I'm just, you know, speculating on how it is, but I definitely think that those kids will be found and this team will be solid, and we'll see what happens. You know, stay tuned. I'm waiting on the person that's gonna interview me. I've recorded for 10 minutes and he said I'm supposed to meet him in a bit. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.